They've been called the holy grail of keyboard switches, but how did the Holy Pandas earn this title, and do they still hold up today? In this video, we're breaking down myths to see if they truly live up to their legendary status. Myth number 1. First, let's talk about pricing. Now, many people believe that Drop is the go-to place for Holy Pandas, who offer them at $120 per switch, which is, not exactly a bargain, and you're often stuck buying larger packs than you might need, should it be a pack of 35 or 110, making the actual cost even higher. To make things more customer friendly, at Milktooth, we sell Holy Pandas in packs of 10. At around 70 cents per switch instead of 120 at Drop, you save 47%. Plus, Milktooth offers free shipping on orders over $49. Putting aside the fact of whether or not the Holy Pandas are a good fit, assuming they are, just from a price perspective, there's objectively no reason to pay more for the same product. Moving on to myth number 2. The current trend in the tactile switch world leans heavily towards switches with huge bumps, but it's crucial to remember that switch preference is incredibly subjective. Some might find joy in the subtle tactility of smaller bumps, or even the smooth glide of linear switches. In other words, the best switch really depends on the person using it. Now let's talk about the legendary OG Holy Pandas. If you've done some digging, you've probably come across enthusiasts who practically mythologize these switches. There are a couple points to consider here. First, the original molds for these switches are said to no longer exist, making them a rare commodity. And second, and perhaps more importantly, in the vast sea of switches available today, the uniqueness of the OG Holy Pandas might not hold as much weight as it used to. The mechanical keyboard world has evolved, with hundreds of different switches available, each offering a unique typing experience. This diversity means that switches aren't a one-size-fits-all solution. What matters most is finding the switch that feels right for you. There are no universal answers here, only personal preferences. This understanding of personal preference in switch selection naturally leads us to the next myth we need to debunk. Myth number 3 goes like this. Yes, Holy Pandas have a storied legacy in the keyboard community, and their impact is undeniable. But now that the dust has settled, we can look at this more objectively. First off, let's set the record straight. Holy Pandas aren't the only tactile switches in the game. There are many worthy contenders out there, and comparison is key to understanding the full picture. So let's start with the Holy Pandas themselves. These are high-pitched, hyper-tactile switches known for their smoothness. Inver has done an impressive job with the factory lube, making them ready to use right out of the box. They feature a nice, large round bump that starts right at the top, producing an awesome clacky sound on the bottom out. And they have a very binary feel to them, like flicking a stiff light switch on and off. In short, I find these actually really nice to type on. But now let's explore some alternatives. If you love everything about Holy Pandas, but are looking for a deeper, more thonky sound signature, the Kazoo U4Ts are a great option. The T in U4T is all about that thonkiness, and they feature the same satisfying round bump. For those of you who want a silent switch while maintaining that round bump, check out the Kazoo U4s. These are the silent counterparts to the U4Ts. Now let's talk budget. If you like Holy Pandas but not their price, the Aqua Lavender Purples are an excellent choice. They offer that round tactility, but are considerably lighter than the Holy Pandas. And at about a third of the price, they might just be what you're looking for. Lastly, if you want something tactile but not as rounded, consider the Gateron Quins. They offer a step tactility, making them less aggressive but still enjoyable. Plus, their sound signature is on the deeper side as well. But these are just 4 alternatives among many. I encourage you to head over to Milktooth and explore the wide range of switches we offer. Whether you're filtering by budget, brand, or bestsellers, we've got you covered. And don't forget about our Try Home program, where you can test these switches yourself before making a decision. It's all about finding the right switch for you. Now, here are back-to-back sound tests for these switches. In conclusion, Holy Pandas are indeed a solid choice, but let's be clear, they're not for everyone. If a high-pitched sound profile and an aggressive tactility are what you crave in a switch, the Holy Pandas might just be your holy grail. And in that case, I do believe they're worth the extra cost, as long as it's not the inflated prices you often see on Drop or Amazon. Remember, Holy Pandas hold a special place in the keyboard community for good reason. But if you want to learn more about budget options, make sure to click this video here where I talk about the king of budget switches. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.